What's up guys, welcome to Yai's Garage. Back again with another video. I know it's been a while since I posted. I've just been extremely busy, but I finally actually grabbed bought a GoPro. So I plan on making a lot more videos now, and hopefully the quality is much better. But in today's video, we are going to be installing these Swift racing springs. I've actually had these for about over a month now, so I still haven't installed them. So we're finally going to make my car not a monster truck anymore. So here are the springs right here. These are the front ones. These are for G37 and 370s. I think this gives a 1.3 inch drop in the front, and these right here look like pretty good material here. They're pretty good quality. I've heard only good things about these springs, so I went the springs route instead of coilovers because of the cost, of course. But you know, you get a little bit of handling out of it, but I'm really mostly just going for the ride height because my car sits like a monster truck right now. So this is my ride height right now. As you can tell, this is like 4 fingers. It's absolutely atrocious. And then the rear honestly isn't as bad. There's about like a 2.5 finger gap right here, so I'm hoping the springs drop it, you know, at least to like 1.5 fingers in the rear, and then about, like, if possible, 2 fingers or 2.5. I don't think the drop is that aggressive with these springs, but it should be enough to make a difference. So yeah, let's get straight into it. It's the next morning and we're starting bright and early. I have the crew here, and I went and rented out a spring compressor from AutoZone, and we're about to jack the car up and start. Alright, so we got the car jacked up. Now we are about to loosen this bolt right here. It's a 17mm, and then that will drop the bucket right there, and the spring should come right off. Alright, so you're gonna want to grab the nut in the back and just loosen this right here. So I was able to loosen it, have the impact on. Yeah.
Now you're just gonna have to wiggle it out or hammer it out.
Alright, so we got the bolt off. Now you're just gonna push down on the bucket and the spring should pull right out. Alright, got the spring out. Now let's compare this to the aftermarket ones. Alright, so this is the stock one. This is the rear Swift springs. As you can see, it is shorter. So one thing we noticed was these, we got 3 rears and 1 front. So now we're trying to figure out which one's the correct one. This one says front, and this says rear. Now we're just gonna compare it to them and try to figure it out. I can't believe Swift really messed that up.
That's it. This is the rear.
Yeah, this is the rear. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna take this boot and just there's ridges on it, so you want to match it up properly. And you want to make sure this is the top and then that's the bottom. Alright, now that we have this on, we can put that right on.
This is the top.
Yeah, the top will be this
goes on the bottom.
cone thing. Alright, so we're putting a jack underneath the bucket so the spring fits properly on top, and we can put the bolt back in. Alright, so the spring is in, we tightened the bolt. Now we're gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. I'll put the camera on time lapse so you can see, but then we're gonna go to the front. So far so good. Alright, so we're done with the rear. We dropped it. It looks really good, but now we actually brought the car out to get a little bit more space, and we're gonna start tackling the front, jacking the car back up, and then I'll show you the next steps from here. Alright, so we got the car jacked up. Now we have to take this brake line off.
Yeah.
What is it, 12 millimeter?
It's a 12. Issue is that this little bracket is like kind of bending over. So I want to hit it with a gun, but luckily, the smallest half drive you have is 13.
Nice.
Alright, so I didn't explain in the video what Aman was doing, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick voiceover to explain what he's doing. And here he's taking off the brake line. It's a 14 millimeter, and then once he takes that off, then he's just going to move the ABS lines out of the way. And next he's going to take off the main bolt, which is holding up the strut and the spring, and that is a 19 millimeter. And you're going to want to use a vice grip to hold on to the nut, which is connected to the sway bar end link. And then you're just going to use the impact gun and take off the nut. And here he gets the nut off. And now finally, you're going to take off the three 12 millimeter bolts right on top, and that will take the entire assembly off.
So Aman got the front strut out. Now we're going to use the spring compressor we got from Advanced Auto, and we're just going to first take the spring off, then compress that and put that onto here. What are you gonna do with that?
Travis Scott. What does he do?
Or freaking holding up Simba.
Simba is
The freaking,
like that.
Yeah.
Or like this, like freaking Trailer Park Boys. You don't think that's funny?
Stop.
Trailer
By the way,
Boys.
this strut right here is absolutely beat. It's leaking, so called around to get some, but I couldn't find any, so we're just gonna have to rock the stock ones for now. Alright, so we're compressing the spring so we can take it off and
Just,
then put the new one on.
Make sure you can always reach this. So like if you're gonna use the impact, just make sure that this 19, you have full access all the time. And then just do it evenly. One tap like that. One tap like that.
Fling.
No, it's not. So you'll see now the shaft through the center. I don't know if you can see it with the GoPro, but the shaft is super deep in there. You'll see this? See how I can see that through the top hat? And I can't see it here. That's how much the spring has to compress for us to tighten that bolt.
Got it.
Okay. So basically, strut here, right?
Mm-hmm.
See this thing I'm holding in my hand? There's a box in it. You want to go like this. You want to go like that. And go through that.
Yeah, can you just take the car?
And then.
2 hours later.
And then. Okay, now, well, you got this super heavy thing in your hand. You have to make sure that these things are holding these two, and they're gonna click into that. So guys, we put everything back together. The struts with the new springs are on there. We torqued all the rims, and now it's I'm just gonna drop this side right here, and then we're ready to see the final result. All right, let me just quickly lower the car, and then we can see what it looks like. Alright, so this is what it looks like. It looks freaking sick. So as you can tell before, in the front, there was I could fit 3 fingers in there. Now it's like 1.5. And in the rear, I dropped it about 1 inch too. So I think I love the fitment. I'm gonna have to go get the car aligned, and most likely, I wasn't expecting a drop this much. I most likely will need camber arms or maybe other suspension components to get stock alignment specs. But I'm gonna go take the car, get it aligned tomorrow, and go for a drive right now and see how it drives. But the way it looks is freaking sick. Looks so fire. Before it used to be a monster truck, and now it's freaking low. Yeah, what do you got? What are your thoughts on the car, yo?
SC.
SC. Stop going up gangs.
I said it was a SC.
Nice. Alright. The job only took about 8 hours, but big shout out to Waleed for pretty much doing all the work, as well as Aman, he just left. But you want to shout out your YouTube channel?
Where's Waldo?
Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. He puts out some good content, and I'll link Aman's YouTube channel below too. But I hope you guys learned something in this video, and leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.
This man comes out.
Cause I can't see you anywhere. Cause I don't wanna know what's